Hey guys, I'm back on the Stromberg Carlson 420, and I'm started on the cabinet. I've pulled all the plastics and the button mechanism out, and the piece of plywood with the speaker cloth on it, the grill cloth, and pulled that all out, wiped it all down with some mineral spirits. I am going to refinish it. There's a lot of scratches and some, the original lacquer is in really rough shape. I was hoping it wasn't in that bad a shape, but once I got all the dirt cleaned off, it's not in terrible great shape. I have fixed the veneer, loose veneer here at the bottom, and I did glue this, and I've glued the leg back on over here. And I still got a bunch to do. There's, some gluing here and there, so I'm gonna keep working at it and keep you guys informed. Well, guys, we're still working on the Stromberg Carlson radio here. I got most of the veneer glued down. These radius portions here where they've actually bent the plywood around are a little bit misshapen, probably from humidity. This was stored in a basement for a while, and that's why the veneer was loosening up. I don't imagine that I'm going to mess with it. There was a couple pieces of loose veneer right here that I've fixed, re-glued. I'm probably going to leave it alone because it's intact and it's mostly straight and solid. It's just cracking and stuff from the curvature deciding it wants to deform a little bit, but the sides are fairly straight and it lines up halfway decent with the cabinet, and I really don't want to break the whole thing all apart, so I'm probably going to leave them. And it'll be what it is. I don't know that I can get a new set of decals for it. I'll have to do some looking. I don't see where it says Stromberg Carlson on there, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was supposed to be here. But it may be on the plastic piece. And I think it says it on the dial face, actually. So it may not have said it on the cabinet. So I don't know if I don't know how deep these are, these decals. If they're in the lacquer, I might end up wiping those out when I sand this. So I'll probably take some pictures as best I can and see if I can duplicate those if I need to. I don't know. I wanted to just do a little update. I had placed an order with Just Radios out of Canada, and it has arrived today. There's the Canada sticker. I also placed an order from I believe it was Antique Electronics, for some felt washers that go behind the knobs in various different sizes, and some Mohawk toning lacquer and stuff. I'm going to try to do a better job on this, and this is, you can see the darkness there that is worn off from the finish. I've got some products that should fix that, so we're going to try that on this radio and see if we can't do a better job of refinishing those edges. And ta-da! They always send a business card, so I have plenty of those. And they sent me a new price list for the kits, and they sent me, this is my printed out order of what I ordered. So I'll have to cross everything and make sure that I got everything that I ordered. But basically I ordered some replacement capacitors for my kits that I have, and I ordered a resistor kit number 7, which is 1 watt metal film resistors in every value. I think there's 6 of each one, because I don't have a lot of the bigger resistance, the bigger wattage resistors. I have some 1/4 watts that I got from Radio Shack, and yep, there's my caps. Like I said, I got some metal film and some power line. These are I think these are Y2 across the line caps. and some electrolytics, and some the metal films are to replace some that I've used in radios just to keep my stock fresh. And this is the 1-watt resistor kit, and it looks like there's the they always put some of the spaghetti tubing in there, which is nice for the leads. Yeah, 6 of every value, so those will work good. Hopefully, I started that I think it was the Ward's Airline radio, and there were some resistors that were way out of spec, so I kind of dropped that project. So once we get the Stromberg done, maybe we can get back into that that little Bakelite set. That's a nice little radio. I'd like to get that working. So I'm going to get another one of these handy dandy drawered cabinets. I think I have one more that has many drawers in it like this, and then I have a couple of them that have the double thick big drawers at the bottom. I have to go out and see what I got. They're all full of stuff, but it's stuff that was in the cabinets when I got them, and it's not really important stuff. It's just miscellaneous components and stuff. So I will see what I got out in the barn for a cabinet for the resistors, and make sure I got everything that is on the packing list, and sort through the caps and put those where they belong, and get the cabinet all labeled and cleaned up and everything for the resistors. So that's where we're at. Alrighty, so we got all the resistors in this box. There are 3 different values in each drawer, and they go consecutively from 1 ohm to 10 megs. And then these are just some wire wound resistors that I had actually in this cabinet out in the barn. Most of them are brand new in there. There's a couple of used ones. 2K, 4.3K, and 100 ohm at 10 watt. These two are 5 watts. So I thought I'd just throw them in there. I don't know if I'll use those with radios or not, but I wanted to update you guys on that. And we have another package which arrived today from Antique Electronics. It says ORMD, and it rattles. It rattles like paint cans, because that's what's in here. Well, to be more specific, it's toner lacquer, and I can't remember what the other one is called, but it's the darker opaque stain type lacquer that you use around the edges of the radios. So let's see what we got. Alright. We have Mohawk Tone Finish Toner, Van Dyke Brown. Contains no phthalates. Interesting. And we have Mohawk Ultra Classic Toner Medium Brown Walnut. That one must contain phthalates because it doesn't say it doesn't. And that's it for that bag. And then this is kind of hard to do with one hand. We got staples in here. There we go. In this bag we have Ultra Classic Toner Perfect Brown. So these two are toning lacquer, which you spray over the whole thing, and it's got pigment in it, or dye, and it's somewhat clear, so it's got the brown color, but it's not an opaque, and that's just to darken the entire finish evenly, I guess, and hide blemishes and things. And then this one, I believe, the Van Dyke Brown, is the stuff you use around the edge. It's a opaque. And then we got our washers, several different sizes. I think there was, I don't remember. Let's see here. Let's get rid of the box. Let's see. We got a 201 and a 201 and a 202 and a 200 and another 200. I got, these are like 3/4, 7/8, and I think these are 1 1/8 or 1 1/16. So I got those nice little felt washers to go behind the knobs. There should be enough to do the Stromberg and the RCA that I've already done, and a couple extras. So those will go into stock. I'm not sure where I'll put those. I need to get another one of these cabinets for other miscellaneous things. Like I said, I have one that's got small drawers in it here, and then square drawers here, and then actually it's got 3 really big drawers in the middle. So I might bring that one in and use that for things like the spaghetti tubing and some other heat shrink and these washers and other miscellaneous radio stuff. I kind of like keeping everything in the same type cabinet. That way we know that all of this stuff is for my old radios. But I don't know if I'll do that yet or not. So anyway, I guess that'll be it for now. I'm going to continue on with the Stromberg radio, and when I get a little bit farther along with that, I will check back in with you guys. Thanks for watching, and have a wonderful day.